Mom here. Luckily, Big Mom only does one beneficial boost, otherwise you wouldn't be able to use Luffy Crew's special and get more buffs. That's the interesting part of Luffy Crew team building, to be honest. Like, it can be hard to make use of his special depending on what buffs the debuff removers does. But yeah, final stage. And yeah, I think this team is pretty smooth. Like, a year ago, a team around like 8 minutes will be pretty decent, to be honest. And they haven't talked much about Mihawk, but he's so good. And yeah, we got the Color Affinity there, which blocks Luffy Crew's doing Color Affinity, which it gets interrupted. Mihawk removes Death Up, gives Chain Lock. I'll be using Mihawk on the next team as well. He's just so good for Doffy 2 and works great with the new legends. And yeah, even did a great there. I honestly thought the run was over there. But yeah, level 2 does a lot more damage than level 1, so we're fine. And yeah, with this team against Arena Luffy is to use Demalo Black here. I can buff up his special. Then I don't get the lower buffs next stage. And basically the only advantage to this team is that I get an easier time killing Law, which wasn't that hard to begin with. And another positive, I guess, is that we remove the spear, so sure. I do like this team, those things. It uses 2 of the limited rare recruit straw hats. It's the East Blue Nami, and I know it's not East Blue Shopper, but I called that whole batch the East Blue one, so East Blue Shopper. And Nami is actually goated for this stage. She's the only unit that can delay, remove resilience, and shuffle block orbs with one of support. So that's actually amazing. It's the best use I found for this Nami so far. And yeah, I guess we killed that stage super easily. If only the final stage was as easy. Another downside to this combo, of course, is that you have to stall for specials. So it's not really any point to use it for normal content. Might be fun for Garb challenges, but I didn't think any of the current ones made any sense to try it out against. I don't think it's very good against Navy, and I don't think Doffy 1 is something you can compare to serious content. It's not that hard. But yeah, I really did everything I could here to barely kill. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. And Doffy has Bellamy, so with that combination we can remove 5 turns of Death Up in 2 turns. Super strong. What's also fun with this team is that both the captains are also healers. That's like very uncommon with these new modern high captain ability captains. They usually focus on offense, but both Odin and Doffy have good defense too. So as you see here, we get Special Binder, which Doffy resists, and we get -4 CD to crewmates. But if we stall 1 turn and we use Doffy's super class special, we're down to 2 CDs. That means that all specials are ready for next stage. So that's how we handle that. And yeah, the fun thing with this team is that we mostly use Odin as a healer. I use his special twice, and both of those times it's mainly for me to survive. It's pretty funny actually, but it works out pretty well. And yeah, I did use both the super class specials in 1 turn. It helps team building quite a bit. So yeah, I will stall a bit on this stage though. That is hard to get around. But I kind of like this stall because it does make use of a lot of cool aspects. Like as you see, Odin is soon back again. So yeah, I'm going to be using Odin yet again for his healing and damage reduction. And that's like things that when you saw the reveal of Odin, you didn't think much about it. But now when I try him for real, that's a big value add-on, because it's not like you get the healing and not the rest. Like, you still get the other stuff. And another cool thing with Odin at lower HP is that you do get the 2 turns of color affinity. In this case it doesn't matter, but it can matter in other cases. Like if you're a high HP, it's only 1 turn, but a bit higher call affinity. So yeah, I'm just stalling until Zoro is ready. And I also know that when Zoro is ready, the barrier will be a Psy Orb, which is why I've saved the Psy Orb on Oden. So I'm just using Zoro here. And let me tell you that killing this stage with just an attack boost is not something you can assume to be able to do. But as already said, with all the superclass buffs, no problem at all. And it's also important to remember that Oden has one of the highest captain abilities in the game. Like, as long as you keep killing, you have a 5.25 times attack, so that's very high, and Doffy is, of course, not a slouch either. I use Kiku here, just had an ore boost, and like, just an attack boost and ore boost here is often not enough, but here is actually very comfortable, so yeah, I'm just very impressed by the power of double superclass. I hope to be able to make use of it again, and like as we get more and more superclasses released, it will be more reliable to do teams like this. Right now I don't think there's any other viable combination, like maybe Crocodile with Doffy or something, maybe. Here's set up so I get Doffy's secondary specials. We stack a lot of different buffs here. Attack boost, ore boost, color affinity, chain boost, base stat boost, yeah. So it's a very easy kill. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the team, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Well, I guess it's good. The versus Aka strat is the We for Lost strat. Now it's the Kuma strat too. And yeah, we just insta-kill this stage. There's a lot of these preemptive HP cuts and Kuma just lost them. Kuma's HP pool really helps as well here, like almost 100k HP, so there's a lot of HP to cut, lots of HP to repel. Sadly the barrier stops here, but Kuma himself does have barrier pen, so we just need to get rid of the great guy, and Kuma can just kill through the barrier. Very easy. And yeah, this stage 4 was pretty annoying when you farmed this content back in the day, and yeah, we're just going to skip it because Kuma is OP, at least for this particular content. And yeah, final stage. And yeah, this stage does have special limits, so we're going to play around it. We do have 2 turns, so it's fine. First turn I use King just to get the CGs reduced. Then I use Kaido. You aren't allowed to use Ore Boost here, so we're going to play around that. Hit 3 perfects here to get Ore Boost the next turn. Yeah, now we use Ace, remove the damage threshold, get attack boost, and Kuma for call affinity and kill the mobs. And yeah, this is going to be a super easy kill. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. I'm sure there are different ways to use V2 Croc here. So yeah, swap V and Rebecca here. Get rid of the special bind, remove the special bind with special. Get some extra color affinity because why not? Sengoku removes the Rainbow Shield and Resilience, and we get the Chain Lock, so we ignore the decreased chain mechanic here. Superclass special to get rid of the block orbs, and yeah, this will be a very easy kill. And we move on to final stage. And yeah, I've already gone through the plan, so I'm not going to do it again. But yeah, I did play around with this team quite a bit, so to finally get it to work was very satisfying, I must say. And it was fun to be able to use this Kisuna Komurasaki. Like on paper she's pretty meh, but she was perfect for this team, and that always makes me happy. The Rainbow Orbs are locked. Komurasaki does so much with that special thanks to Robin, super clutch. And yeah, we just need to kill now. We don't do maximum damage due to Rebecca being Dex here, but we still do well more than enough. And then for the revive, we can just swap with Rebecca to get 3 quick units, since we won't be doing as much damage on the revive. So yeah, swap. We also get the chain multiplier boost. We move the attack down, and yeah, time to kill. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this videos, guys. It was fun to make some more Hawkins teams. But yeah, Snake Man is hard to fit on a team. And final stage. The hard thing here was finding the final unit to the team, and I ended up settling on Marco. And the reason for this is that he does have a support that reduces CD final stage. So that together with Garp will let me use Marco Special. And Marco Special together with the Opera support will let me remove all the debuffs this stage. And we're actually going to get quite a few buffs. Sadly, I wasn't able to fit a good Call Affinity user, so I ended up having to use the Lucci. The support Yerma is... Support Judge is probably better than the Strength one, but I don't have that unit. It's before my time. But yeah, this worked out as well. And yeah, this Garp is really clutch since he has end of turn support. And can also reduce CD. Very nice combination. Mark is also super good. He removes the attack down, the bind, the decrease chain. All of those is super important. And the chain boost should not be underestimated as well, since we do need to hit the high chain to do any damage at all. And then we can use Luffy Crew to keep all the buffs for the next turn to kill the mobs. So just super cool synergy, and yeah, damage is pretty tight. The Lucci support on Akainu is what makes it work. It gives the extra oomph here. Yeah. And yeah, this is the hardest turn because I need to hit all perfects to do enough damage, but I also have to manual tap 3 turns in a row. Not the easiest task. But yeah, I managed to do it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the team, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. And it's also some high and Western support, I must say, due to level limit break as well. New copies. I was able to get this run today, and I'm so happy for it. It's also really cool to replace Timeskip Luffy with this old, shitty re-recruit Ivankov that nobody cares about. But really, he's the only real replacement to Timeskip Luffy. And he does the same attack boost. 1.75 times attack for 3 turns. The problem is that he doesn't do the death down conditional for 3 turns, which Timeskip Luffy does. So yeah, we're doing the usual combo. The main advantage with level 3 is that you can do some stalling in the beginning. So we can stall for Boa's super type special, so we can combine super type and super class. And yeah, the first turn is not the problem. I could always kill the first turn with this team, even with less investment. The problem is the second turn. And yeah, in my previous level 5 Buggy video, I showcased using the new Luffy Legend on Brook to get extra stats, but sadly it's not possible on this team since Ace Sabo needs Luffy support, since we don't have a Luffy on the team. So I put a stat support on Brook instead, the Carrot Legend. And yeah, this damage is super tight. I do like less than 3 million too much damage. So hype when this worked. We're skipping Katakuri. We're doing V2 Blackbeard. And yeah, on paper, V2 Blackbeard and the new kid have good synergy since Blackbeard gets CD reduction when you take damage and Kid gives you the damage through the captain ability.
But that doesn't mean it works in practice. Like the first thing I had to overcome is the fact that Blackbeard does attack boost and ore boost. But if you do an ore boost, they don't allow that basically. So that means we have to use Akainu and Fuji. Like there's no way around it. But yeah, as you see, we'll be using most specials final stage. You usually don't have this many specials to spare, I feel like. So yeah, this is level stage 3 special. Now we have Blackbeard super type ready, so you can remove the damage limiter final stage. And yeah, look at this nice damage from Blackbeard. But yeah, we're going to be doing a lot now, and all units we have are absolutely key. I do have law support on Akainu and Fuji, but you can just swap instead. Like, you know, I did one extra swap, stage 4. Just skip that if you don't have law. Law support just means a bit more extra ore boost, but as you'll see when I burst, it's not needed. So yeah, don't burst now because I have the support. Then we use the super type special, remove the damage limiter, base stat boost to Blackbeard. Buggy to remove special bind and def up. Now we can use Hero Look and Kid. Hero Look is super good here. Removing the decreased chain, absolutely essential. And then we use Kid's super claws to buff stats and also buff the attack boost here. And now we just burst. And you'll see that I kill even while messing up. Like, I did 2 clears here. The first one I hit all perfects and I had 2 hits on Luffy. But I hit a great here. So I had to kill with Kid, but Blackbeard still won the KOs. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. So, hey guys, Chauzu here. Today I have a Legend Sengoku speedrun team against Arena Devon. And as you see, we're rushing through this. The Viola here is an old limited rare recruit and an actual limited rare recruit, not part of the Kizuna Sugo or such. Unobtainable now. She will reduce CD, remove the Rainbow Shield. Let me use Big Mom, who gives an ore boost. And yeah, I could have rolled for better orbs, but I just went with it. I want unchangeable orbs for the int units, since I'll keep them for the final stage. I use my own Sengoku to get an attack buff. And now I'll be able to kill Shiryu and move on. And for the final stage, I'll actually be able to get quite a few buffs. At level 150, Sengoku does both an attack boost and an ore boost in one special. Obviously super good. Robin will handle all the debuffs as well as give big color affinity to Cerebral, and this is a Cerebral focused team, so that's perfect. Then Chopper will drastically reduce the defense. The defense must not be that high because usually drastically is not that good. It's like 80% reduction, but it worked in this case. He will also give a chain boost, and we have the Usopp support to give a bit of a defense up conditional, or def down conditional rather. And yeah, damage gonna be tight, but we will be able to get it, and we clutch with just 5k HP left. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Barely lose any HP at all. And yeah, as said, my idea here was to use Wasco Shot special, but yeah, he's obviously not ready. Sadly, he's not a powerhouse, he doesn't benefit from Urouge. So I went with plan B, stall 2 turns, and this worked very well, so yeah, why not? And yeah, we do get a decreased chain now, but that doesn't matter. Full board of matching orbs and attack boost, 3.75 times chain lock from Urouge. We use Blackbeard special to set up for final stage to get the chain boundary there. And yeah, nothing to wait for here. We just burst and move on. yeah, I do more damage than you might think I will do. You also get a little extra boost from the Super Tandem. I don't feel like the Super Tandem helped a lot in this content. But this content is very old in the end, so most, or rather, every modern Legend release can defeat this pretty easily so. But yeah, I do like building with the restriction for Blackbeard Super Tandem, since you get to use some interesting units you wouldn't otherwise, so yeah, I'm fine with it. And yeah, this is going to be a very easy kill. Let's finish it with the Super Tandem and GG. And I will warn you that final stage is Orb RNG. But we've done all we can to reduce the RNG. General Frankie has the Sai Recruit Sanji support, and that greatly increases the chances of getting matching orbs final stage. Happy to finally use that support. Shoutouts to Nitro Sage for giving me that idea. Or well, he came up with it and I copied it. We're also going to use the Leo on Usopp to use the Usopp strat, so we get an orb boost from Usopp and we delay the enemies. This lets us 2-turn final stage, so we can stall out Yamato and the Ace's CD. So this is the 4th variant to deal with this stage, and the only one I had accessible for this particular challenge. We're going to swap both the duo units. The super swap here will give us 2 turns of chain boundary at a higher level, like 2.5 times chain boundary. And we also give 2 turns of burn, and this is a very high burn, which will kill the int mobs. So our goal now is to take out the quick orb without wasting as many beneficial orbs as possible to reduce RNG. So I'm going to hit with Frankie and Yamato Ace first, and then hit with 2 other units. I got lucky here and got a full board of matching orbs, but if I had one orb that wasn't matching, I'd hit with that too to reduce RNG. And yeah, this is what you need, fully matching orbs for turn 2. Then we just use Yamato and Ace's special. And then you start with Yamato and Ace because they are not boosted by V1 Ace. V1 Ace is still the best captain here because he makes both strength and quick beneficial, reduces RNG, and he has a pretty high captain ability. So what we're going to do is we start with Yamato and Ace, then you hit with your 2 lowest attack units, which for me is Momon Shinobu and Sabo, and then you hit with the highest attack in the proper order. And as you'll see, the damage is very tight with my investments. But it does work out and it ends in a pretty funny way. As you see, this is very tight damage. And we don't even kill actually. He has a sliver of HP left, but it's pretty funny because it lets Burn get the kill. Because Kuro funnily doesn't do the instant KO. But yeah, thanks for watching guys. See you next time. So yeah, that makes a very big difference now. We can get the Tot Musica Supercross special on stage 4, which buffs the orb and call affinity for final stage. And Whitebeard will also be swapped up to captain right as we leave this stage. So we can have Whitebeard as captain final stage and use the special to get the attack boost and base stat boost. So yeah, let's move on to final stage. And I'm not sure if I mess up the order of specials here. Might be better to use Whitebeard before Sanji to get the base stat boost from Whitebeard special. But that's just something to consider if you struggle with the content. Like Sanji is the one that really needs the maximum buffs to kill Krieg, so not a very big deal. But yeah, we're going to have very big buffs here. Very high orb boost and color affinity. Going to use Jinbei now to remove the Rainbow Shield and Death Up. You don't need level limit break max Jinbei. It's just I only have one gym base, this is the only one I can use. Yak with the king support removes all the attack down and the bind. We use Sanji to remove all of the chain debuffs and get a chain boost and base stat boost for Sanji. But as said, you can consider using Whitebeard first to get his base stat boost. Attack boost from Whitebeard special and then the versus special to survive. And yeah, just hit the same order I do. This is the easiest way to let Sanji hit last. And it's good to let Sanji hit last since he does the most damage. And without the sky jump, we don't have as much damage as usual, so it's best to maximize it as much as possible. So yeah, there we go. I barely survived. And if you have trouble surviving, you can consider putting like Vivi support on like Raid Euro